What's up guys, it's Lee here from Bleeped Up Productions, and today I'm bringing you another episode of my Coventry career mode on FIFA 14, and this is adding new pieces to the team. And yes, if this is the first time you've stumbled across our series, on the screen right now is an annotation that will take you to episode 1, basically the career play mode list. And yeah, if you've seen all the other episodes, guys, thank you for coming back and watching another one. So guys, we're going to get straight into it this week, because this week's episode is very exciting. So first things first, guys, we're going to get straight into how my team is growing. So let's look at a squad report, shall we? Our keeper Odua is playing at a rating of 69 right now. That is very, very good. Christie is playing at 75, and look, everything is becoming plus green, which is fantastic. Andy Webster is retiring at the end of this season, so yes, some of those minuses will affect him. But then Jordan Clark, look at that, another load of green. Fantastic to see that. And then we have Gary McSheffrey, old man Gary McSheffrey, all those minuses because of his age of 33. He's not going to improve, but there it is. Ryan Gold playing at 69 and quite a few improvements as well. Just like John Fleck, look at that, now playing at 75 with a lot of pluses on that. And then Lopez, look at that, possibly my best player at the moment. Lopez has got a ton of plus 2s and plus 3s, which is fantastic to see. And then we have Adam Barton, the usual suspect of, again, a lot of pluses, which is fantastic. And a guy who I want to purchase at the end of this season after his loan spell, Jordan Eby, as you can tell. Look at that, a lot of plus 2s once more. And here we go, Frank Musa, the saviour of this season. He is playing at 75 and a lot of green pluses once more. Carl Baker is retiring at the end of this season, so there's a couple of minuses on with that. Mario Streifler, our young 17-year-old striker, hasn't actually got a start yet with us, but hopefully he's improving. And then Lewis Gardner here, he's playing at 61. I haven't played him a lot, and he's already got a couple of pluses. And Billy Daniels is improving. He's playing at 62 right now, and I haven't played him a lot either. Same with Connor Thomas. He's staying at 63, but his form is bad, and yeah, not a lot to improve on there. And here we go, our backup goalkeeper, Ikram. Yeah, a couple of minuses there, but that might be due to age. Same with Clark here. He's 30. He's retiring at the end of the season, and he's got a fair few minuses. But here we go, our young, well, that's a mouthful to try and pronounce his name. He is improving quite a bit, actually, with a lot of pluses onto his category, but he's playing at 58 at the moment. And then Blair Adams, who's out injured at the moment, but he is playing overall at 70, and I can't wait to get him back. And then our backup goalie, McGovern, nothing has changed with him. So, moving on, we have this to report, guys. Ryan Gold has basically sat down, and I talked to him and offered him a contract, and he's going to be staying here at Coventry for the formidable future, which is fantastic. And as you can see on the screen, he is staying here for 5 years at £7,000, which is an absolute steal. Okay, moving on, we're going straight into Game 17 of the Barclays Premier League, and we are up against a team that I really seem to struggle with in FIFA, and that is West Ham. West Ham have an okay-ish team. They have got Andy Carroll up front, they got Kevin Nolan, they got Matt Jarvis, so they have a few weapons. And, you know, and Stuart Downing, who in real life is really terrible, but on FIFA somehow he's amazing. I'm not looking forward to every game I play with West Ham, so I do worry when I play them. But as you can see, we're third currently at the Premier League, but we'll get straight into the action here. And around the 4th minute, Andy Carroll seems to give possession away, but look at this, Downing at the back post with a volley, and then the shot, he gets the second effort at it, and Carroll is fuming that he couldn't finish that. But as you can see here, great volley there by Downing, and then he has another effort, and our keeper is up to the challenge. So we'll pick it up the action here, and as you can see, Eby is unleashed, a fantastic through ball by Musa, and Eby cuts inside it. He's done all the hard work, but he has a heavy touch and is tackled right at the last minute. And here we go, we'll pick up the action again, and Eby again does a great through ball to Gold, but Gold is offside. But what an effort that is to put it in. It probably would have been saved by the keeper, but as you can see, he is miles offside, but an impressive finish by the youngster. Here's the next highlight. As you can see, West Ham are pressuring and pressuring and pressuring, and you know, here we go, Andy Carroll from the penalty spot, kicks it straight at our keeper. I'll take that every day. So here we go, we'll pick up the action again, and Evie to Musa this time, and Musa has a shot which is blocked. And that was the story of this game, guys. At half-time it was 0-0, but all our shots were getting blocked. The defenders of West Ham were just throwing themselves in front of every shot. So, moving into the second half, we have a corner. It's whipped in by John Fleck, and it isn't clear properly, and it comes all the way to Gold, and Gold has an effort, and the West Ham keeper just palms it straight in the air, but West Ham do eventually clear. But we'll pick up the action again, and here's McSheffrey to Musa, but unfortunately Ryan Gold picks it out, and he has an effort which is blocked, but it goes to Musa, and Musa just misses wide, unfortunately. So we'll pick up the action again, and Gold, after signing his new contract, is playing absolutely amazing, has an effort, and it hits the bar, and look at this, John Fleck is there, and he couldn't finish it, lads. He had an open net. I don't know why he didn't hit it first time, but it's quite unfortunate. But here we go, Ryan Gold again, unleashed. He has an effort, and the West Ham keeper is pulling off every save. And Ryan Gold, with the new contract, he is obviously out to prove something. But what a save by the West Ham keeper. And the first game of this episode ends with a 0-0 draw against West Ham, which I'll take because I think they're quite a decent-ish team, West Ham. So, moving into the second game with Sunderland, in the press conference, I decided to motivate our boys because we needed to get a win here against Sunderland. So, in the 18th game of the Premier League, we are up against Sunderland. Now, Sunderland on paper are quite scary. They've got a couple of good pieces. You got Larson, Johnson, the old Coventry keeper of Kieran Westwood. But our team should be beating these teams. Like West Ham and Sunderland and Fulham and all the mid-table teams, we should be either getting draws or we should be beating them. We got outplayed by West Ham, so in this game we need to come away with a win. So hopefully my motivation towards these boys came out in this match. So we'll pick up the highlights here. And Kieran Westwood here with a free kick, boots it all the way up, and look at this. G is all the way through, but look at our defence. I kid you not. All those pluses are doing us benefits at the back. But here we go. We've got Musa here, who luckily gets a ball and does a phenomenal through ball to Eby. And Eby's on one-on-one with the keeper, and he hits it straight at him, unfortunately. So here we go. We've got a corner. It's whipped in by Gold, and Webster's header hits straight at the keeper also. So moving on, we'll keep the action flowing, and we've got McSheffrey does a phenomenal through ball to Musa, and Musa hits it straight at Westwood, and he grabs the rebound. And at half-time it's 0-0, and as you can see, we were all over Sunderland from some of those highlights. We wanted to absolutely take it to them in the second half. So with this being said, as you can see, their defenders get dispossessed somehow by their own player, and Gold does a phenomenal through ball to Musa, and Musa slots it in on the 54th minute to give us a 1-0 lead. That's what I'm talking about. Frank Musa, let's get him some more goals, guys, because over the last couple of games he's had a bit of a drought. He's missed a few chances, but also he's buried a couple of hard ones, but he slots that away very, very easy peasy. But here we go, we'll pick up the action again, and Barton dispossesses a defender and does a phenomenal through ball. Look at that, all the way to Gold, and Gold has an effort, and what a save by Westwood, and Musa picks it up, and I think that was Wes Brown with the block, and Westwood picks up the rest of the pieces. So here we go, the rare attack by Sunderland, as you can see, and it just doesn't go nowhere. This is exactly what they were doing the whole of the second half in this little place. So as you can see, they're just building it up, building it up, building it up, and they're doing nothing with it. They're playing like Arsenal. They're trying to walk the ball into the box. As you can see, they still keep possession because the tackles are going nowhere again. But as you can see, we finally get clear of it, and Gold is acknowledged for having the league's best assists. And I decided to make some substitutes because, players get tired and I don't want any injuries. So here we go, we have an effort here by Sunderland. They hit the post from a free kick. I think it was Andy Johnson with the free header there. But again, look at this. They're just keeping too much of the ball, and Westwood almost scores an own goal because that back pass hit the post while it was deflected off his leg. But we go away with a 1-0 lead against Sunderland, which I'm happy with. And here it is, guys. It's the beginning of January. The transfer market is open. I am super excited about the transfer market because we have 3 key cogs that are being taken away from us this season. We are getting Carl Baker, Andy Webster, and Leon Clark. They're all retiring. They're all leaving. So we need to get a right midfielder, we need to get a centre-back, and we need another striker. I'm pretty positive we're going to get Eby, because I want to buy him. If we don't get him at the end of the season, I want to get him before the next season, and that's Liam Clark taken care of. But we need a right midfielder, and we need a centre-back. But moving on, as you can see, teams want Musa, and I'm going to reject any offers because Musa is a key cog to this team. He is an absolute beast, and we need to keep him. So, next game, we're against Swansea. In the press conference, I motivate our boys once more, and in game 19, we are up against Swansea. Now, Swansea are a very good squad. We've already played them already this season, and we've beaten them. So now, we should beat them away from home. And they have got a couple of amazing players. You know, Vorm is one of them, their keeper. He's phenomenal. And then you've got Nathan Dyer, Shelby, even though I really don't rate Shelby, I think he's actually coming into his own in real life in football. But Swansea are a very good squad, and they're going to prove quite a challenge for us, I believe, in the long run. But anyway, as you can see, the table now, we are currently 4th, so we're in the mix of the top half, which I want to happen. But here we go, on the around 3.5 minutes, Clark, or is that Christie? I think it was Christie. Yeah, Christie goes flying in for no reason. I don't know why I pressed that button. I thought I could get the ball, but he takes out that player. And they have a free kick. And Pablo Hernandez, at the beginning of the commentations, they said he would do terrible, but he just scored an amazing free kick in the 5th minute. If you look at this highlight right now, here we go, boom. He kicks it, and it goes underneath our keeper, only just. Here's the better angle of it. The ball is coming in now, and as you can see, it just goes underneath our keeper. So every time they got a free kick, I was scared. But, you know, he decided to put on his catching gloves for that. But anyway, McSheffrey here does a fantastic through ball to EB, and EB does a great through ball, but it doesn't quite work out for goal, and Swansea clear. Moving on, we have another great break by McSheffrey, who's playing as a left-back at the moment. He does a phenomenal through ball to Frank Musa, and he's one-on-one with the keeper, and Vorm does a fantastic save, but Musa did shoot the ball straight down his throat. So we pick up the action again, and John Fleck intercepts the ball, and Barton again with a phenomenal cross. Gold hits it back. It isn't cleared properly, and EB passes it to Musa, and Musa again hits it. But look at that, guys. Look at that cheese. I kid you not. Let's take a closer look. Diving header, no. Decides not to leave it and puts his hands over his head. Musa, that should have been a goal. It should be 1-1. But anyway, we pick up the action again, and John Fleck here is doing some fantastic running. He has a shot which is blocked, but it comes to Musa again, and Musa misses by a thread. I kid you not. And another free kick comes in, but Odua is equal to that challenge. I keep showing every free kick because I'm quite worried after the first one went in. I hope it wouldn't discourage him. But as you can see, we're on the counter-attack, and Marcos Lopez here is doing fantastic. He is just powering through. He crosses it, EB fakes, and then Musa slots it in, and that's his 12th goal of the season. Best in the Premier League. That is an unbelievable stat. But as you can see, this was all created by Marcos Lopez's running, and EB just leaving it was a bit bizarre, but fantastic nonetheless. And we go into half-time 1-1, and I cannot complain, guys. We are doing very, very well. So, moving on into the second half, we'll pick up the action here on the 49th minute, and Fleck is just doing some fantastic running. It isn't cleared properly, and it goes straight to Lopez, and Lopez has an effort, and Vorm does a phenomenal save. That was unbelievable by Vorm. Look at this save right now. Here we go, boom. Phenomenal. Vorm is such a good goalkeeper. And here we go, we'll pick up the action again, and look at that. EB is absolutely obliterated by this defender. And yeah, Taylor gets a yellow card for that. So let's take a look at that. From first glance, it looked pretty powerful. And yeah, that's leg breaking. I don't want EB to get injured at all. So we'll have a free kick here, and Christie takes it short to John Fleck. And then John Fleck will pass it to McSheffrey, and McSheffrey turns, has an effort. But yeah, that's going to go wide because McSheffrey isn't that amazing at shooting. But anyway, we have a phenomenal through ball here, and Musa is unleashed. And Musa does a fantastic ball there, and John Fleck hits it, and it just goes wide. It just goes wide by millimetres. I kid you not. Here we go. Here it is. Bang. And if he put it in the other corner, it might have gone in. But anyway, we take a 1-1 draw with Swansea. I'm happy with that. That's, you know, okay. They are bottom of the league, but they are a good squad. So anyway, moving on, I asked the board for some money. I told them I would like to finish in the top half of the Premier League and reach a semi-final of the Cup. And they decided to come back with £4,320,000. So you know what? I'll accept that. And unfortunately, during this time, Ikwamri, our backup Egyptian goalkeeper, is not happy because he deserves first team action, but our keeper is playing unbelievable at the moment. So anyway, remember what I said earlier on in the episode, where we need a right midfielder, a centre-back and a striker? We don't need to worry about a striker, but a right midfielder we definitely want. So as you can see, teams are trying to go for gold now, and I'm going to reject all those offers, but there's one midfielder that caught my eye. Antonio from Sheffield Wednesday, because look, his contract is expiring in 6 months. So I decided to offer them about £17,000 with a 5+ goal bonus, and he would be a crucial first team player because I believe he can be an absolute boss for us. So here we go. We are against Fulham in this episode, the final game of this episode. And it's game 20 of the Barclays Premier League. And I think Anthony, just to go back on that, will be a great addition because when I sent my scout out to him, he's got amazing strength, he's a speedster, and he has got quick acceleration, which I want to have with my wingers. But anyway, let's get back to the game. We're against Fulham. We are at home. We should beat Fulham because we've been playing quite well. We've been drawing a lot, but we need to take 3 points from this game for sure. So hopefully we can destroy Fulham in this game because we need to get back on our winning ways. So let's take a look at the Premier League table, and as you can see, we're slowly going down the table. We are currently 5th, which is still very, very good. But our first highlight of this game is this unbelievable tackle by Williams here. Now, I thought it was originally for that, but actually it turns out to be something like this. So as you can see, boom, he just takes a little nick at Lopez, which is uncalled for. But anyway, we'll pick up the action here on the 20th minute, and Barton is just charging down the lines, and it is not clear properly, and Gold has a shot, but it is blocked. That was probably going to go in, but nonetheless, here we go. We'll pick up the action here. Somehow we got a bit of cheese, and it comes straight to Marcus Lopez, and Lopez unleashes Musa, and Musa just cuts it back in and passes it to Lopez, and Lopez again to Musa. As you can see, this is beautiful football, and then Musa crosses it, but it gets blocked, so it cuts to him. He has a shot, and the Fulham keeper saved it. What a fantastic save. But as you can see on this replay coming up, Frank Musa again hits it straight at the keeper. But anyway, we'll pick up the action here, and it's 38th minute, and John Fleck does a through ball, but Fleck is through. He's on goal. He has a shot. It's going in, and then the referee calls for a foul. Very confusing. I don't know where the foul is. I think it's on Senderos there, but I think it just falls over in sheer stupidity. But anyway, we'll pick up the action here, and Fulham actually have a rare opportunity here with Williams. He has a shot, and our keeper does a fantastic save, I kid you not. And we clear it, and yeah, that is half-time, guys. And we are going in at half-time, drawing 0-0 to Fulham. We've dominated this game, but our chances, we just couldn't finish, should we say. But anyway, we'll pick up the action on the 57th minute. Marcos Lopez passes it to McSheffrey to Musa. Musa keeps possession, does a phenomenal through ball to Eby, but Eby again hits it straight at the keeper. So as you can see, we're applying the pressure, and Barton does a fantastic ball to Musa. Musa to Gold. Gold has a shot. It is blocked, but it comes back to him, and this time he is not going to miss. And that is his 6th goal in the Premier League, and he does a backflip to celebrate. He is really, really happy with his new contract and how he's been playing this season. I think he's going to have a fantastic career here at Coventry, and as you can see the replay, he bungles the goal. Anyway, we'll pick up the action here, and Musa unleashes Marcos Lopez, and yeah, Marcos Lopez on the 75th minute scores an absolute... I really like this goal, and I really like this player. I think he's going to be such a key cog to us in the forthcoming seasons. But as you can see, look at that, just hits it across across the pitch with some venom, and it just goes into the bottom corner, and we are 2-0 up. But on the 86th minute, Fulham have this fantastic chance, and as you can see, our defenders decide to not really tackle because the ball just keeps going back to them. But as you can see, our defence was like Swiss cheese. It was full of holes, and they get a consolation goal on the 90th minute. And, you know, I was kind of worried that they were going to come back to us, that this goal was going to come back to haunt us, but it didn't. We win 2-1 against Fulham. I'm happy with that. We'll take 3 points. We finish this episode with a win, which I'm super excited about. But I'm also excited about this. That's right, guys. Antonio is going to be joining us in the next season. I'm super excited. So our right midfielder is taken care of. So Carl Baker will be replaced with Antonio, which is pretty cool, and we accept it. So leave a comment below, guys, what you think of that signing to replace Carl Baker. I think it's going to be a fantastic signing, and I'm super looking forward to having him join the squad. But also, look at this, guys. Blair Adams is returning to training from his injury. So we're going to have a proper left back instead of having, well, shall we say, Gary McSheffrey at the back for us. But anyway, moving on, guys. It is the end of the episode. You've probably seen this before, but I'll repeat it to you anyway. If you've enjoyed this episode, guys, leave a like and a comment. A like and a comment is always much appreciated. If you've enjoyed it that much, there is a subscribe button there. Click it and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you wanted to view any of my content, guys, there is the View channel page. We do a ton of different content, not just FIFA, but a bit of NHL and loads of other geek stuff, which I love and adore. Also, guys, if you haven't seen the last episode, click that annotation there to go see the last episode. And if you're watching this a little bit later, check this out. Click the next episode annotation there to watch the next episode. Until next week, guys, take care, have a good one, and yeah, we need to keep on playing like beasts.